happy
Six
6 month
months
anniversary and more. Will it be 6 years? I don't know. That's up to the system. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we're just hanging around. Speaking of hanging around, we got the glass company coming. She got these beautiful needlepoint stuff that's going to be put on these walls. Got a big mirror right inside the area. Big old mirror. It's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. Anyway, time goes by really fast, doesn't it? We're together next February. It'll be like 8 years. Wow. Who was it that said I'd give you 6 weeks? Well, we sure fooled you, didn't we? Oh, anyway, I'm glad I'm here and I'm not over there, if you know what I mean. You reap what you sow kind of stuff, and you got to watch what you say, how you say it. And to do something as stupid as doing it on camera, that's like, duh. It's like, fucking crazy. Let's see if we can adjust this a little bit more here. Okay. Like you see, I've been kind of working out here. I'm saying I'm doing that treadmill all the time and work it. Gotta work it. I'm saying I'm looking healthy. Look at me, 69. Fuck the glasses. I don't need the fucking glasses. I just like the glasses because my future is so bright. Anyway, yeah, today's the 28th of the month. It's been 6 months anniversary of somebody, and we're hoping that they learned their lesson. But the lesson ain't over yet because there's more to come. And it didn't have to be this way, It did not have to be this way. But when you're that cocky and say the things you did, it's just not cool. Some people say, well, you give the guy a break, have some compassion. Compassion for what? For somebody calling you a child predator? People die for less than that. They die for less than that. I feel luckier at the Ritz Hilton right now. Oh, no threats from me. We're not threatening nobody. I'm just saying, you built up a lot of people out there that don't really like you. And for good reason. Yes, you have taken their money. You've used women left and right. But we're not going to go into your history because everybody knows your history. Everyone knows your history. And you're paying the price right now. No, it wasn't cool what you said, man. To come on your show and deny everything when I got all the evidence. How do you think the prosecutor made gave their approval on this whole thing? Now you got a case going on now in a court. You're waiting for the arraignment. Yeah, I know. You're going to walk in with these papers and the judge's going to say, I'm throwing it out. This man is innocent. You're not innocent of anything, man. You wake up in the morning, you're already guilty of something for waking up. That's what I say. Hey, for those naysayers out there that say, well, show a little compassion to the guy. Well, the first thing I would react and say, why? Put yourself in my shoes. Okay, scenario. You got a professional businessman. He's got a great family. He's a pillar of the community. He's got the house, the 2 cars, the 2 chickens in the pot. The American dream, the picket fence. Somebody comes forward and says, hey, you're a goddamn child molester. Well, he could lose his job, lose his wife, lose his house, lose his kids. Goodbye picket fence, goodbye 2-car garage, goodbye credit cards, goodbye everything. Words can't hurt. They can damage people. That's why you watch what you say. And what you said was damaging. You don't call an innocent man that no matter how much you don't like him, how much you hate him, how much you disagree with him. You don't do that. That's why you are where you are. And I'm here in the comfort of my living room with a split air right now. Yeah. Live the life. Plan for when you're going to move to the Philippines. Keep your nose clean. I'm not saying that you can't defend yourself. I'm not saying that you can't speak out about horrible things that might have been said about you and you and you and you. Sometimes you have to. It's, like I said, all the time. It's different. Someone calls you a jerk, an idiot, an asswipe, whatever. But when you say what you did, well, that's what got you in the situation you are now. You're not in a country club, although you think you're living the country club lifestyle. Contraband being snuck in, drinking it. That's probably all going to stop. I think even your phone privilege is going to stop. And don't bank on it that you think you could be staying the whole time where you are, Jack, because that may not be the case at all. Time will tell, won't it? We could speculate all we want, but time will tell. You're paying the price. So I'm wearing a black hat? No, just a black shirt. Defending the honor of myself, of my girlfriend, her family. You think it's nice to call up somebody's underage children, or rather message them and say, yeah, the guy that your mother's dating is a child predator. Man, that's not cool at all. That's not cool. It's not cool at all. And everything else you said, you threatened my life, slit my throat, this and that, this and that. And you wonder why you're there? Anyway, we don't do live streams anymore. That's totally out of the picture. We'll do an occasional upload like this. That's all it's going to come down to. But, spread the love. Spread the love. You know, we're not going to kiss on camera. Our personal life is our own. People say, she never shows him affection. What do you want her to do? Mount me on camera? I mean, Jesus Christ. That's our private business. Yeah, I know. That's our private business. Look, we got a good life here. We plan to keep it at any expense or none. At any expense. We're living good. Be happy for us. Okay? It'll be 8 years in February. Remember the naysayers? A whole shitload of years ago. I give them 6 weeks. Well, they also said I'd be off YouTube 7.5 years ago and I'd be chased off. Never happened. That she'd be gone. It's not a money situation why she's with me. She's got more money than I got. It's not a simp situation here. What she has is mine, and what I have is hers. That's just the way it is. We're living a good life. I can't complain. My health has been holding up pretty good for a guy that's in his late 60s. I mean, look at me. Shit. I'm doing good. And I hope everybody else does good out there. But karma's a bitch sometimes. You push things too far. And what happens?
You know this one. Almost 7.
I can hardly hear you. I don't know how they
Almost 8 years. This.
Yeah. That thing I bought her when we first met. And it was Valentine's Day. I didn't know what to buy at the time. But I picked it up and a few other things. Okay. After we first met. And we've been together ever since. There's a lot of people who have adversity against me on here. But think of really why it is. Because the truth is, a lot of people want to move out here. They're not able to. Maybe they're not old enough to retire yet. Or maybe they just can't afford to live out here. It takes some really careful planning to live out here. It really does. And you too could have a decent life. I mean, we have a decent life. Got a house. I don't have to pay rent. Sure, it's hers. Everything I have is hers. And together, everything she has is mine, really. The house, it's material. But you know what? It sets up her future. If you really love your woman, and she's been doing such a great job. Hello. She's been doing such
the horse piece.
Huh?
Horse piece.
Yeah, I tell you what. Horse face. I tell you what, if all horses looked like her, then you better get yourself a stable, I would suggest, because, yeah. A horse is a horse, of course.
No, horse is expensive.
Expensive horses.
Yeah.
They're very expensive.
Very expensive.
I wouldn't want to have a horse. But I'll tell you what, if a horse looked like her, I suggest all you guys go out and get yourself a horse. Yeah. Equine, whatever. You know, I would say that the majority of the people on here, they're pissed off at me because they can't live the life I could. Shit, we just had pedicure come over last night. We all got pedicures, manicures.
They piss off with you because you get a horse. They cannot get the horse.
They can't get a horse. Yeah. Maybe someday you'll be lucky and you'll get a Clydesdale. A Clydesdale. That's what I'd say. Get a Clydesdale. Yeah. Look, I'm just an average guy. That's all I am. I came on YouTube just to do some shows. That's it. Of course, I got carried away like anybody else. It's no different. Well, there is different. I've been attacked from every angle, but I've always managed to get the truth out there, man. I've never been kicked off YouTube. And I'm not committing any crimes out here. I'm really not. There are no crimes I'm committing. We just live in our lives. But you got to understand something, and understand very carefully, is that there is a limit on what you could do and say on YouTube on a regular basis. It's one thing you get pissed off. I've done that. You say a few stupid things and maybe you'll regret later on. But when it's, it's ongoing, it's wrong. And there comes a point where you can't just stand back anymore. I hope you understand that. And whether you do or not, I don't really give a shit. But that's just the way it is. Stick up for those you love. Honor. There's morals involved. There's righteousness involved. There's a lot of elements involved when you come on social media and you make certain statements. Okay? There's certain things you could say. And yes, calling me an imbecile, calling me this and that. Actually, it is a cybercrime, dude. Someone did a show recently that said, cyber libel, cyber libel, cyber libel. Where's it gotten you? Some of the same shit that you're calling me on the show the other day is part of the cyber libel case. So now he doesn't just have the immigration shit to issue with. I don't even have his passport. You're going to be in jail a long time. Some people say, show some compassion for this guy. Why? Why should I show any compassion? Like I said, you could have a business, a life, friends, peers, relatives. Somebody calls you a name that he did, could ruin your whole fucking life. I take it very seriously. That's why there's another guy in court right now dealing with the same issue. It's on a little different level of sorts, but it's the same. You don't put stuff out on there about somebody unless you know the person personally. And even if somebody was all these horrible things, what right do you have to come on and say all that shit? That goes for all of us. But it got so extreme that I had to do something. And I did. And I did. Now he's suffering the consequences for it. My fault? No, it's not my fault, man. It's your fault. So I don't care if you rot in hell. I really don't. You could rot in that jail cell. There's no compassion coming from me. Not whatsoever. It's never going to happen. I can't control what the legal system does with you. That's going to be up to them. And I'm not going to share it with anybody because I'm not doing any more lives on here anymore. As you can probably see, I'll do an occasional upload occasionally. I'm not making no money. I don't have all my videos on, okay? I'm not even monetized with this channel. The other channel is just laying there stagnant because there's no reason to put it on. Actually, I didn't get striked off, nothing like that. There's just no reason. Well, make $100, $200 a month. We're not broke. And on that subject, she has her own money and I have mine. What's hers is mine. What's mine is hers. It's a mutual thing. Just because we're living okay, doesn't mean you have to jump on our ass. You get your act together, you can live the same way. That's all. You maybe find a good relationship, plan ahead, invest. We made some good investments. We're not wealthy people. No, we're far from wealthy. I guess by Filipino standards, we would consider actually 1%. I guess we actually would be at this point. We expect to double our income actually by February of next year. Okay, but we're not going to go into that. We've done things that were wise because I'm smarter than I look. Okay, so obviously so. But anyway, just to end this, not make this a long broadcast. My Clydesdale here. With the baseball team, Or is it a basketball? No, it's a basketball team. Okay. The basketball team. Okay. Let me tell you something. I got a woman that's 20 years younger than me. And that's fine. I don't need to go out with a 16-year-old and 18-year-old. That's ridiculous. And I still feel the same way. I'm lucky to have any woman that's 20 years younger than me.
Look at my face.
Look at that. Boy, if horses look like her, then you all better start dating horses. That's all I could tell you. Yeah. Winnie! Look at that beautiful face. God damn. That's true affection right here. This ain't stage. This is affection. This is affection. But we're not going to make love on camera for you because that's private. They never show affection on camera. Why should we? That's a little bit too private. I'm not trying to prove anything, and I'm not trying to get viewers by putting my woman on all the time. And I don't need the money. I don't need the money. I'm okay. I'm not only okay, I've even got burial plots already done for me. I've got funerals already paid for already. I set up things because I'm smart. I think ahead. Like, what's my next step? I got an adversary out there. Maybe I haven't bothered with certain adversaries for a while. But doesn't mean I won't. One step at a time, sweet Jesus.
Yeah, think ahead.
Think ahead. She said, think ahead. We think ahead. That's why things happen for us. We think ahead. We plan. Now, there's certain things in life that you just can't plan, and they just happen. For example, I'm this big vitamin guru. Does that mean I'm going to live to be 95 years old? No. It's just kind of like a little bit of an insurance policy. Best I can explain it without going into a health show. I do the things I want, you do the things you want. You eat what the fuck you want, I'll eat what I want. I'll take supplements, you take none. Continue gaining all that weight, which is going to smother your heart and everything else. Kill your liver, kill everything else. Do what you want. I tried to give great advice on here, and I think I gave great advice on here. You could take it or not. Remember, not everything is guaranteed in life except death and YouTube idiots, okay? I'm glad everybody has enjoyed my shows through the years, but all you're going to see is occasional upload. It is absolutely out. No live streams, zero. No live streams. But I want to give thanks to people who have followed me. We are doing well. I'm healthy. I'm looking healthy. I'm feeling healthy. I'm feeling I'm alive. I hit the treadmill every day. I'm eating the right foods and vitamins. Even taking certain supplements I never knew existed for good reasons. You know, things that could help fight possible cancer situations. I mean, I've learned a lot. But is there a guarantee in all that? No. Just like there's no guarantee in life with anything. No guarantee with a relationship. No guarantee you're not going to wind up in a fucking jail cell. But there is a guarantee that you will be in a fucking jail cell if you go around doing what this guy did. Call people what he did and threatening their life. Sorry, I have no tolerance for that shit. Fuck the compassion. Fuck the compassion. There is no compassion. Put yourself in my shoes and other people who've been the victim of this man. Put yourself in our shoes. Tell me what you would do. It might be different than what I would do. And certain things I would not suggest. I don't advocate certain things. You pay one way or the other. That's life in a nutshell. You could lie about me, you could call me every name in the book. You're not going to change my life, my passion. You're not going to change my relationship. You're not going to change my house, take it away from me. You're not going to do shit to me. Because I'm not a criminal, and I'm just living my life. Because maybe I'm living it a little bit better than some of you people, and maybe not as good as maybe some others. We're happy for our status quo. We're happy where we're at, what we're doing. Instead of being asswipes, just be happy for us as you would for anybody else. You could call me and label me any name in the book if it makes you feel better. The main thing is we know who we are. I know who I am. I know my capabilities legally, financially, morally, ethically. And I stick to those values. I stick to a certain structure in life, which has kept me alive for 69 fucking years. And many more, I hope. Remember, there's no guarantee in life except, well, three things. Death, taxes, and morons on social media. Isn't that the truth? Mm-hmm. Anyway, let's wish a happy anniversary to our friend in incarceration. Happy 6 months.
Happy 6 months anniversary.
Take care of yourself, dude, the best way you can. We have some compassion. We're not terrible people here. But it was not an option we felt for us to do what we had to do. I hope you understand that. I think you do actually understand that. I know you did. Well, I know you realize what wrongs you did. No matter what you're going to say on YouTube, it's not going to change what you did because people have heard and witnessed everything you've done on YouTube. You can pretend to be your brother. You can pretend to be whatever you want to do. You could lie until, till the fucking cows come home, but it's not going to change.
My brother's same voice.
But you put yourself there, man. And it's your own responsibility. I'll see you in court. I'll try to do you up one. Maybe we could get a venue that's closer to Cebu or something rather than Bareilly. Maybe we'll try that. I don't know if that'll work. I don't know where your next stop is, but I really don't see you staying where you are right now. You'll see what I mean coming up. We're not going to discuss it on here. You'll know when the time comes. And I'm sorry, folks, I can't give you any more information about anything legal going on. Let the goddamn justice system do what they're going to do. Either works out for him or it don't. Is he going to make his way to America? Pat on the hand and say, "Be a good boy and don't do it again." I really don't think it's going to happen that way, to be honest with you. But you might be in there for a long while. You know how long these cases take just to get it to the first hearing, arraignment and all that shit. It sucks. Hey, I don't enjoy doing this, but I enjoy the end results of it because I'm only able to tolerate so much from somebody. And I'll do things very upfront, and I'll do things very quietly. Okay, yours was made a big spectacle of, but you made a big spectacle of me, what you said, and your threats, and what you called me, which nobody should call anybody what you did. You were wrong. You were wrong, and now you are paying for it. Bye-bye. You pay.